How's it going, guys? It's Dustin at Daily Grind Fantasy, and in today's video, we're going to be building out a correlated PrizePicks slip for the Thursday night football game between the Seahawks and the Cowboys. Before we get into the video, though, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button while you're at it, because it really does help us out. We would appreciate it. And now we can hop over to the Daily Grind Fantasy website where we see the correlation tool, and you can actually see the correlation performance here, up 549.2 units, playing all these slips here on the correlation tool since 8/18 when we launched. If you guys are unaware about the correlation tool, we give you fully positively correlated slips across all your favorite DFS apps, across this sports of college football, NFL, soccer, CSGO, also known as CS2 nowadays, across Boom, Jock, PrizePicks, Underdog, your favorite DFS apps. We're going to be giving away the PrizePicks slip in this video for the Seahawks-Cowboys game that takes place tomorrow on 11:30, so Thursday night football. But also, I am going to go ahead and use our other tool, the Optimizer, where we have comparing from sportsbooks back to PrizePicks, Underdog, ParlayPlay. Once again, all your favorite DFS apps. You can line compare what the sportsbooks have via their lines, their odds, directly back to these DFS apps to find the best plus EV plays. And by plus EV, really just most profitable plays that you can play on these DFS apps. So we're going to build a slip on ParlayPlay, actually, because they have the most value right now across the board in the industry and at this current time. So if you guys aren't on ParlayPlay, you guys can use code DGF to sign up. You'll get 100% deposit match up to $100 when signing up for ParlayPlay. The app is amazing. First off, been finding a lot of value via the DG Fantasy Optimizer, as you guys are looking at now. Let's go ahead and talk about this, and then we'll get into that correlation slip for the Seahawks Cowboys. So if you guys are watching this on Thursday, you guys can go ahead and just watch that correlation slip for Thursday Night Football. If you guys are catching this early, you're catching it here on the 29th, Wednesday, then you're in luck. You're getting a little bit of a bonus slip here to be able to get into this. Now, these two top plays are in CS2, and they are good plays. I'm not going to include them in this slip because they start at 10 o'clock. I'm recording this at almost 9:30. I don't want to go ahead and do that to you guys because most of you guys won't be able to get those in. So I'm going to go ahead and skip these, but I do want to just mention, in these niche sports like CS2, you can still find an edge by line comparing to the rest of the market, right? Sure, we don't have sports books that have lines for CS2, but we do have other DFS apps that are setting lines, right? So we see that ParlayPlay for Cabby is set to 29.5, right? But the market is set to 31.5 on UD, 31 on JockMKT, 32 on PrizePicks. So it's pretty clear that when comparing to three other DFS apps, that ParlayPlay is off. So you'd want to hit the over of 29.5. You're getting about a 2-kill discrepancy, a lower number by 2 kills compared to the rest of the market. So you trust those three sports books that are all within a very small margin of each other, saying this should be higher than what ParlayPlay has it, and take the over on ParlayPlay. Same thing with Lucky. 28.5 on ParlayPlay, 30.5 on these other three DFS apps. So we're just going to go ahead and take off CS2 just for the sake that they're starting soon. We could still build out a fine slip here on ParlayPlay using these NBA plays, maybe some NHL. On ParlayPlay, we're looking for in a 6-man flex or a 6-man insured slip, as ParlayPlay would say. We're looking for fair odds percentage of each individual leg to be above 54.3%, right? So even if we have one that's below it, as long as we have something high enough that's going to be able to average it out above that, we're good to go. And we sure do have that. Let's go ahead and start building out. We have Keontae George under 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Looks like he's at 26.5 on ParlayPlay, but set to 25.5 with some juice on the under. Pinnacle minus 135 for him to go under. So you're getting a 1-point rebound and assist discrepancy, taking George on the under here on ParlayPlay. So we're going to go ahead and take the under of that. And then Kawhi Leonard under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists, set to 33.5 across every single sportsbook, so we get a 1 PRA discrepancy again. Back to back. Oh, I don't know why I typed in George. Back to back, 1 PRA discrepancies to start off the slip. And finding plays like this over the long term creates profit, guys. And then finding plays like, let's say, Scotty Barnes here, where most of these books have him set to 24.5, which is what ParlayPlay has him set to, right? So there's not really a discrepancy, but there's heavy juice on ParlayPlay at minus 145, minus 140. So, right around that minus 140-ish number across these books. And then FanDuel even has this bumped up to 25.5. So let's just say there's no discrepancy, but you're getting a minus 140, minus 145-ish play at minus 119 in a six pick insured slip on ParlayPlay. So we'll take that. So basically, you're finding discrepancies in odds at that point, right? You're playing a play that's giving a favorable outcome to hit via the sports books on an app like ParlayPlay, where no matter what, you're getting that minus 119 odds in a 6-pick insured slip. So Scotty Barnes over points and rebounds at 24.5. Let's go ahead and get him locked in. Boom. Next, we're going to go ahead and don't want to play too much in the same game. We can get Mika Zibanejad under 3 shots on goal, set to 2.5 across all the sports books. Boom. I am going to try and hustle this up. That way we can get to that correlation slip. Looks like Nick Suzuki under 2 shots on goal. He is set to 2.5 on the sports books, but he is so heavily favored. We can still play it at 2 here on ParlayPlay. He's like minus 200 to go under 2.5. So let's go ahead and get that. I'm actually going to go ahead and hit a quick refresh here. Suzuki under 2. Yep. And we're looking for one more. Not gonna want to play 2 unders here. Paul George, Kawhi on points and rebounds. We have Boone Jenner over 0.5 points we can go to. Let's go ahead and add in Boone Jenner over. Yeah, let's go ahead and add in Boone Jenner over 0.5 points. It's going to let us. Boom. So there it is. It's going to be a 6-pick insured slip for 25x. You go 5 of 6, you get 2x, and then 4 of 6, 0.4x. Boone Jenner over 0.5 points. Nick Suzuki under 2 shots on goal. Mika Zibanejad under 3 shots on goal. Scotty Barnes over 24.5 points rebounds. Kawhi Leonard under 34.5 points rebounds assists. Keontae George under 26.5 points rebounds and assists. All right, that's going to be it. If you guys don't have access to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and middling tool known as the Fantasy Bundle here on Daily Grind Fantasy, you guys can get access to that linked in the description below, as well as the correlation tool linked in the description below. Now let's go ahead and reveal the correlation slip. Remember, what this tool does is it scans the market, scans all these DFS apps for the most positively correlated props that could be played together into a slip on that specific app, takes into consideration how correlated they are, and what their odds are in sports books, etc. Right? It's all done in the back end to pull you guys the most correlated slip. I almost revealed the wrong slip for a second, but Seattle Seahawks, Dallas Cowboys, Thursday Night Football. Here it goes, 95.47 correlation score. Very, very highly correlated when 100 score is the highest, right? So let's go ahead and reveal it. Boom. So we have some punts. We have some passing yards. We have some receiving yards. Looks like Dak Prescott over 281.5 pass yards. And then, so if Dak Prescott, which would be X, if X happens, Y and Z are also likely to happen. So therefore, we're going to be taking CeeDee Lamb over 84.5 receiving yards. So it's pretty safe to say if Dak Prescott's going over pass yards, it's likely that CeeDee Lamb is going over 84.5 receiving yards. And if the Cowboys are moving the ball well enough for Dak Prescott to go over 81.5 pass yards and CeeDee Lamb to go over his receiving yards, it's likely they're not punting the ball much. And Brian Anger is going to go ahead and go under 3 punts, right? It's positively correlated. If the offense are moving the ball, there's going to be less punts in the game, scoring touchdowns instead of punting, kicking field goals instead of punting, moving the ball, etc. Same thing on the flip side. Geno Smith over 226.5 pass yards. Geno Smith over 226.5 pass yards with DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf over 57.5 receiving yards. If that happens, they're moving the ball. So obviously we're rooting on a decent amount of offense and yards in this game. Thus, if Seattle's going over pass yards and receiving yards for those two players, Michael Dixon is going to go under 4 punts in the game. So boom, see how it's positively correlated with the punts. Pretty insane that you can, get this type of correlation on PrizePicks and not be docked payout, right? So no matter what, we are getting a 25x return. $100 wins you $2,500. 5 of 6 wins you 2x, which would be $200. 4 of 6, you'd get 0.4 your money back, right? So you have this insurance on PrizePicks. What's crazy is if you play this same slip, basically, there's no punts on FanDuel in a same game parlay though. I just kind of replaced it. We just took a couple more overs in receiving yards, which is very highly correlated. If you play this same slip, $100, if you go 6 of 6, wins you only $1,900. $1,900 compared to $2,500 for going 6 of 6 on PrizePicks, right? Pretty insane. Now let's take into consideration, if you go 5 of 6 here on FanDuel, bye-bye money. You don't win anything. But if you go 5 of 6 on PrizePicks, you can still profit. You can profit 2x, right? So not only are you winning $600 more for going 6 of 6 if you do, you can win if you go 5 of 6, and you even get 0.4 your money back if you go 4 of 6. You lose if you miss one play on FanDuel. Pretty insane. That's why there's such a huge edge playing these positively correlated slips on PrizePicks. The sportsbooks know they're positively correlated. That's why they're docking your payout. They know that when you play these plays together, it's likely to hit when played together. But we don't get docked that payout on PrizePicks. Hopefully you guys are tailing. Let me know in the comments if you are. Best of luck if you are. Hit the like on this video if you guys learned something, or if you are tailing, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's cash.